How to show competence. Rule number 1: it's not your actual competence that counts. It's how people perceive your competence. That makes the difference. For example, if a world-class musician go on the streets, he will not be recognized. Most of the people will just walk by. Even if you play the violin few hours later in front of several thousand people in a concert hall. The key is you have to act like a world-class musician. So dress up, choose the right environment and perform. As you saw, all it needs are some impression management techniques. Rule number 2: manage people's anticipation with the technique of priming. Always prepare yourself for most important questions, like, what are you good at? Why should you, of all people, take on the responsibility for the project? Prime yourself by developing answers in advance to other likely questions. In 1980, Senator Ted Kennedy campaigned for the U.S. presidency. His campaign started to fail when he needed more than 10 seconds to find an answer for the question, why are you running for president? Rule number 3: associate yourself with good news. At every motor show, automobile manufacturers hire beautiful hostesses to stand next to cars. The hostesses demonstrate the power of association, also known as the halo effect. Use this tactic to improve how people perceive your competence. Always deliver good news face to face, not by phone or email. If you make a presentation sharing good news, stretch it out as long as possible. Avoid being in connection with negative news, because the effect also works the other way around. Rule number 4: master verbal and nonverbal communication. An audience of psychologists, psychiatrists and social workers once sat through a lecture entitled Mathematical Game Theory as Applied to Physician Education. The presenter introduced himself as Dr. Fox and the learned audience loved his speech. What his audience didn't know was that his information was complete nonsense. More than any other technique, power talking will enable you to maximize how others perceive your competence. To speak powerfully, avoid the uhs. Don't repeat yourself. Make your speech, and speech patterns, crystal clear and direct. Rule number 5: the greater your attraction and popularity, the greater will be your perceived competence. Ingratiation: people like you more the more you compliment them. This is true even of obvious flattery. Starting your compliments with the right introductory phrasing makes them seem more credible. For example, you might not want to hear this, but opinion conformity: people like people who agree with their opinions. But if you overdo it, you come across as a suck-up. Self-presentation: most people intuitively know how to win the favor of others. Being kind and courteous is a great place to start. Underline the similarities you share with others. Rule number 6: use the power of symbols. The habitus elements you choose will define you to the world. Your clothing and your lifestyle choices will affect how others perceive you and your competence. Generally, people appear competent when dressed formally and likable when dressed casually. In addition to habitus, try utilizing the concept of verging, which means basking in reflected glory. Verging means that your status automatically goes up if you can demonstrate a connection with someone of greater status. For verging not to backfire and make you appear to be name-dropping, offer your connection with tact and sensitivity. Rule number 7: judging other people's competence is hard, recognizing their incompetence is easier. Highly intelligent people generally speak clearly and cogently without any hesitation. Establish strong eye contact during conversation with people. Stay alert and react quickly. Use several assessments to determine another person's intelligence. Does the person ask intelligent questions? Can the person separate important from unimportant factors? Is the person able to consider all the possible options for resolving the issue? Can he or she properly weigh the pros and cons for each option? Please check out Jack Nasher. He is a great best-selling author for influencing people and negotiation training. If you want to join me on the learning journey, please subscribe to this channel.